hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the #2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
To the left. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Back to throw. It's Anderson. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that 1st down?
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. On the move now. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. the play fake. He'll look to throw it. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off. Offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Anderson. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game. A chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Aggies, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Wonder shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Short throw complete to the tight end. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up with a 1st down at the 41.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then it pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Short pass finds the tight end.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense here. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now from the 25. On the ground, it's Johnson. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Breaks it open space.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up fourth down. And the Aggies will line up to kick it away. He's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped in a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The short completion with the tight end. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Black. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Caught near the sticks. It's Black. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, you just never know, right? I mean, here's a short throw, and give credit to this wide receiver, not just making the catch, but look at the production after the catch. That's what separates the good receivers from the great ones.
The receiver grabs it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Hand off to the right side. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Good job here by this defense of keeping him out of the end zone. Now we got a big decision here for this offense. Fourth and goal. First half of a big playoff game. You're down. Do you cut into the lead and put 3 on the board? Or do you get aggressive this close and go for the touchdown?
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. That's a design quarterback here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is here. They'd love to get some room for the punter. Looking downfield, it's Anderson. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. He's in the clear. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seemed to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Offense flinching before the snap, that'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Play action here on 1st down. Oh, he lost the ball. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Caught quickly. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Let's it fly to the wideout. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Anderson. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to scramble. They wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this deep to begin the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in with this huge lead. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense.
And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. And they'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Offense ready to start this drive. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Aggies. They are pouring it on now.
Well, whatever these guys saw in the first half, I think we're going to see more of it in the second half. Outstanding job of setting the tone here and how quickly they were able to score, sending a message to the opposing defense.